Okay, guys, so like I was saying, we have this grid, okay? This is actually called the Cartesian plane, all right? You are going to practice it, practice working with it later on, but that's why this is called Cartesian battleships. Okay, I think in normal battleships, you have like E4 or something. It's like a letter and then a number, all right? In this case, we're going to have an X coordinate, an X value, and then a Y coordinate, a Y value. All right, now guys, it's important to remember that points on the Cartesian plane are always written like that. Okay, you are, like I said, you're going to practice it. There's a nice worksheet where you're going to practice plotting points and also reading them off. They are always written in brackets like that. First, you're going to say or write down the X value, the X coordinate of the point. Then you're going to do a semicolon. Then you're going to write the Y coordinate. Then you're going to close your brackets. Guys, in the alphabet, X comes before Y. Okay, it's the same with points. X, the X value is always first, then we have the Y value. So if we're looking at the points that they've plotted here, if we're looking at, now they are slightly off the lines, they're supposed to be just exactly on the lines, but if we're looking at that one, right? This point has two coordinates. You can read off what the X value is of that point. So across or above, which X value is this point? Do we see that it is directly above 3? So the X coordinate of this point is 3. All right, so we do that. Across from which value on the Y-axis is this point as well? It's also across from 3 on the Y-axis. So the Y value is also 3. So that is how we would write the coordinates of that point. All right. If we're looking at the next one is above 4. And 4 is on the X-axis, so that is the X value, the X coordinate is 4, but it is next to 3, which is on the Y-axis. So that point has coordinates 4, 3. The next one is above 5, so that is the X value because it's 5 on the X-axis. Okay, the flat axis is always the X-axis. The long axis, the vertical one, is the Y-axis. All right, that is 5, and it is next to 3 over there. Okay, are we fine with those first ones? You can also get negative coordinates. So if we're looking at that one over there, it's above -5. And -5 is again on the X-axis. So the X coordinate of this point is -5. It is next to 2. On the Y-axis, right? So the Y value, the Y coordinate is 2. Okay, does that make sense, guys? So first you just look, is it above or below? Because here, when your values here are underneath the X-axis, it's obviously below a number. Okay, so if we're looking at this one, for example, this is in line with, we can say that, maybe that's better. This point is in line with 1 on the X-axis and -1 on the Y-axis. So the coordinates are 1, -1. First X always, then Y. What about this one here? This one is in line with 2 and -4. 2, -4. Okay. So that's what we're going to do every time, guys. I have chosen my ships on my own grid, all right? But there is a blank grid here. So you guys are going to call out coordinates, and I'm going to plot them on here. And if it's a hit, I'm going to tell you which one it hit, and I'm going to do a cross on it. Okay, let me just quickly fill in these values. This is 1, that is 2, that is 3, 4, and 5. And what axis is this? The flat axis is the X-axis. So you're going to tell me these numbers first. Hey, what is this? What do we think here? 0. Okay. This is -1, -2, -3, -4, and -5. We're going to go into the negatives as well. Yes. I'll go through all of that now. Okay. Next, let's just quickly fill in the Y values. This long axis is the Y-axis. All right, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Okay, now guys, in the instructions, oh, that's not the instructions. Where are we now? They have stated here how many points I had to choose. Okay, so one aircraft carrier, which is 5 points in a row like this or this. Okay, so I didn't do any diagonal ones. So it's either vertical or horizontal. So here is their aircraft carrier, for example. All right, so if you were to guess, you would say, okay, let's do -3, 0. All right, -3 is the X value. 0 is the Y value. So if you shout out -3, 0, and this was my grid, I would say, okay, you hit my aircraft carrier. All right, then you know, okay, we've hit one of man's 5 points for the aircraft carrier. So now, is the next person going to choose a point maybe just above that one, or below, or to the side, or to the side? All right, you need to try and go like that. Or you can choose a completely different point because I've chosen a bunch of different ones in different spots. Okay, so it's up to you what kind of strategy you want to use. All right, so there's one that is 5 points long. There are 2 battleships, those are 4 points long. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to write under the aircraft carrier. All right, so there is ×1 of those. So they're saying 5 points is the aircraft carrier. There are 2 battleships. All right, so 2 of them that are 4 points long. 3 cruisers, so 3 of them are 3 points long, so that is ×3 of them. There are 4 destroyers that are only 2 points long, and then there are 5 submarines, which is just 1 point on its own. All right, in the rules it says the points representing ships must be placed on the intersections of the grid line, so I haven't done any fractions. Okay, it's all whole numbers. So you're not going to worry about stuff in between. It's all of these grid lines. Ships may not be plotted alongside each other vertically or horizontally, but they can touch diagonally. All right. So what I've done was I've left gaps in between all my ships. So here they don't have a gap there. All right. But I wouldn't have done that. So what they're saying here is if you look at this one, there we have 3 points. And then this one now, I didn't put them next to them like that. Okay. But they can touch diagonally, right? So they can be diagonally underneath each other like that, or next to each other. Yes. No, I've already, but I did my own ones on a different grid. Okay, this is just from the document. All right, each player takes it in turns firing shots. We're not going to do it like that. I have my ships, and you guys are just going to call out coordinates, and then just give me some time to check whether it is actually that. What I'm going to do is, as you say a coordinate, I'm going to put it on here, even if it's not a hit, so that you don't use the same coordinate twice. All right, but if you hit one of my ships, I'm going to tell you which one you hit, and I'm going to make a cross on it. All right. Shall we start? Let's see. I think we're going to go around the class. There are 35 points altogether, so let's do 3 times. Okay, and if after 3 times you haven't hit all my ships, then I mean, I definitely won't after that. Okay. All right. Where shall we start, Nathan? -4 and 5. Oh, you hit one of my destroyers. All right. Destroyer is one with 2 points. Okay. Isak. -4, 4. Miss. Okay, Loazi. -2, 3. Miss. Okay, who's next? Dumisani. -2, 4. Miss. Okay, Liam. -3. Which Liam is speaking now? Weinberg. I meant Kutsia. We're just going along the class like this. Hey, I don't have to say your names every time, okay? Liam, yes? -1, 1. You hit one of my submarines. Nice. Okay, so yeah, one of those are gone. Okay, next. -3, 5. Miss. Next. 3, 2, miss. Negative 5, 5, you hit that destroyer. Okay. 2, 5, miss. Negative 2, 1 is a miss. Negative 3, 2 is a hit. You hit a destroyer. So one of those with 2 points. Yes. 5, 4. Hit. You hit my aircraft carrier. My 5 one. Okay, yes. 4, 3. That's a miss. 3, negative 2 is a hit. Wait, is it? 3, negative 2. No, it's not. Sorry, it's not a hit. Okay, yes, next. Negative 5 and 3, miss. Negative 5, negative 3. Negative 5, negative 3 is a miss. Negative 2, 2 is a miss. 2, 3 is a miss. 4, 4 is a hit. Aircraft carrier. Negative 3, 1 is a miss. Negative 4, negative 5, miss. 1, 1, miss. Yes. 1, negative 3. That is a miss. Okay, now let's start again with Nathan. Yes. 3, 4. Hit aircraft carrier. Is that? 2, 4. Yes, there we go. It's a hit aircraft carrier. 1, 4. There we go. Well done. Okay, my aircraft carrier is gone. I'm just gonna do this. And what else have you guys gotten? You got one of my submarines, hey, which was this one. I'm just gonna circle the ones that are like full ships that are gone. How's that? Yeah, you got this one here. You got my destroyer. No, you don't have any battleships yet. That's all that you've gotten. Hey, yes. Okay, so the ones with just crosses on, that's like an incomplete ship. All right, so you gave me, so there I have 1 hit, for example. Okay, Tumisani. 3, negative 3. 3, negative 3, miss. Yeah. Negative 3, 3, miss. Negative 4, 2, that is a hit. That was one of my, where am I now? That is one of my destroyers as well. All right, so here, that one is gone. Okay, that was a 2.1. All right, Isaac. 3, 1, miss. Negative 4, negative 2 is a miss. Negative 2, negative 2, miss. Negative 1, negative 1, that is a hit. That is one of my submarines. So that one is gone. Negative 1, 2, that's a miss. 5, negative 4, that is a hit. One of my cruisers. So the 3.1 is over there. -4, 3 is a miss. 5 and -3, hit, cruiser. -1, -2, miss. 5, -2, yes, cruiser. So there we go, that one is gone.
-3, -4.
-3, -4, that is a hit. That is a battleship. So a 4.1. -1, -4, that is a miss. -3, -3, that is a hit, battleship. 2, -4, miss. -2, -3, miss. 1, -1, miss. 1, -2, that is a hit, cruiser. So a 3.1. Okay, last round, guys. Remember, I'm just reminding you that you can choose points on the axes as well, right? So any points here have a y value of 0, and any points here have an x value of 0. Okay, just reminding you of those as well, because we're running out of points. Okay, Nathan, yes. -3, -5, miss.
-3,
Yes, hit, battleship. Razi? -4, 1, miss. 2, 2, miss. 2, -2. That is a, let me just check. Hit. Oh, flip. And then actually, this was also a hit. Who was this? Sorry. That one was also a hit. So this is my cruiser. Can't remember who that was. All right, thank you. Sorry about that. Okay, so you guys are closer than I thought you were. All right, where are we now? Liam, yes. -3, -1. Yes, there we go. There's my battleship gone. One of them. There's another one, isn't there? Yeah. No, that Liam. Oh, so did. Okay, sorry. 5-1. Yes, that is a hit. That was one of my submarines. Okay, so that one is gone. All right, Isaac. 4-2. Miss. 2-1. Miss. -1, 2 is already on the board, sir. Hey? 4-1. Miss. -1, 5. Miss. -2, -1. That's also a miss. Guys, I give you a hint that no one's used, hey? 4-0. Close, but a miss. But you got the right idea. -5-2. Is that what you said? -5-2 is a miss. 0-1. Also close, but a miss, but you're on the right track.
5-2.
5-2. Miss. 3-3. Miss. Sipe? 3-0. Hit. hit, and that is a cruiser, so it's a 3.1. Kirsty, 2-0, hit, cruiser. Nikita, 1-0, hit, cruiser. There we go. That one is gone. Maybe. There. 0, -5, hit, battleship. 1, 2, miss. Okay, we're actually done here, so I won, but let's keep going. Nathan, choose another one. -2, miss. 0, 2, hit, destroyer, which is 2 points. -4, -1 is a miss. 0, -4, miss. 3, 0, we have that one already. Do you mean the other way around? 0, 3, that is a hit. And that is my destroyer, my 2.1. -5, 0, miss. 1, -1 is there already. Is that one there? 1, -1. 1, negative. There's some more here. 1, -5. That is a hit. That is a battleship. So it's a 4.1. 3, 5. 3, 5 is up there. Miss. 2, -5. That is a miss. -1, -5, hit, destroyer. What is it? Battleship, I mean, sorry. -4, -2 is there already. -2, -4, miss. -2, -5, hit. There goes my other battleship. Okay, let me just check. What do I have left now? Let me actually just on my grid fill in which ones are gone. Because I haven't been doing that. Yes. How many submarines are there? 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I'm just updating my one here quickly to see how many we have left. That one there. Okay. Yeah, there are still 2 submarines and 1 destroyer. 2 submarines, which are 1 point each, and 1 destroyer, which is 2 points. Do we have any like open X's here? No open X's. Hey, so somewhere in the dots that are open still, you need to find 2 ones that are single, and then you need to find 1 that has 2 points. And remember, guys, they can't be next to each other. So I'm just giving you a hint. For example, you can't choose that point there because that is already next to a ship. Okay, does that make sense? The ships can't be next to each other like that. But if you hadn't chosen this one yet, all right, this one is diagonal to that one, that was a possibility. Okay, this one could have been a point. It isn't because you've chosen it already, but that is allowed. You can have them like diagonal. Okay, but not next to each other and not like right above or below each other. Okay, where are we now? 5, -1, miss. -5, -2, hit. That is my destroyer, my 2.1. That's it. -5, -1. There we go. Hit. My last destroyer is gone. Guys, now you're just looking for 2 submarines. So it must be 1 point somewhere and another point somewhere. Remember, it can't be next to a ship that has already been hit, but it can be diagonal to one. Yes. 4, -5, miss. 4, -4, miss. 4, -1, miss. 3, -4. Hit. There we go. That's my second last submarine. Guys, there's 1 submarine somewhere still. 1 point somewhere on its own. Kirsty. Nothing left. Just pick one and go with it.
-4, -5, -4.
-5, -4, miss. Nikita, hit. There we go. Well, you can also choose that one.
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, well done, guys.
Then what are we gonna play again?
I wasn't planning on playing again. Let's see, how much time do we have left? Half an hour. I need to give you this worksheet. Do we have some understanding now of points? All right, X value first, then Y value. All right. Maybe at a later stage we can play again and then see. But I saw one, hey? I'm just saying. Okay, guys, I have this worksheet that I'm going to hand out to you quickly, and you're just going to work on it. I'll explain to you when I'm done handing out what you need to do, but I think it is quite self-explanatory. It is printed double side. I'm sorry, guys, before I stick it in, you're going to have to move it flat. Okay, then, guys. All right, guys, I'm going to help you get started on this first one, and I'm just going to do the first few of the next one as well. So this is just a worksheet on point plotting. All right, so they have given you here a picture of the cat, obviously. And if we look at on like the edges of the cat, there are some points that they've indicated. So there is point A. All right, so you're going to have to look for the letter that they put on the actual points. Now, what we need to do is they've given us a table here with A, and we can see that they've already done the brackets for us. We must just fill in the numbers. Okay, just above there, guys, please just fill in. X is going to go there, and the Y value is going to go there. It will always be like that. It's never going to change. Okay, it will always be X first, and then Y. So if we're doing A, we need to look for what is the X value of A. Now you did that now kind of with the battleship, right? When you could see a point that you wanted to choose, you needed to identify what the X value and what the Y value was. So A, the X value is -1. Can we see that? It's just below -1. And what is the Y value? Also -1. So you're just going to fill in -1, -1. Let's look for B. B is just diagonally down from A. The X value of B is -2. Do we see it's directly underneath -2? It's in line with -2, and again -2 on the Y axis as well. So -2, -2. Let's look for C. C is over there. All right, just find C on your picture. C is directly in line with 3 and -1. So C is 3, -1. So you're going to do that for all of them. All right. Yes. What is E? Yeah, so let's say E is in the middle. All right, so that will be 4.5. Okay. You can decide, it's up to you. It's fine either way. So guys, E is in the middle. J is also in the middle. Do we see that? So J is going to be at 1.5. That's the X value of J is 1.5. The X value of E is 4.5. Okay, if we're looking at number 2, I'm just going down quickly. Oh, sorry, there's a funny gap over there. Plot the ordered pairs. Now, ordered pairs are just points basically on the given Cartesian coordinate plane and connect them in order. Do not connect the shapes to each other so that you can see they've given you lots of points for shape 1, lots, not so many points for shape 2 and shape 3. You have to plot all of these points and then connect them in order. Okay, so it's going to take some time. Let me help you get started with shape 1. The first point is 0, 0. Now, guys, where's that? 0 and 0. There we go. It's there where the two axes intersect. Okay, so just make a point there. It's basically in that 0 there. That's the first one. The next one is 1. So 1 on the x-axis and -1, 5. So -1.5. So over there. It's a bit more difficult to plot them than it is to read them off. Okay. Are we fine? That's the second one. Now, guys, we're going to have to connect the first point to the second point. All right, so use a pencil and your ruler and just connect them. It's better actually to now connect them one at a time because you have so many of them to plot. Okay, so plot, then plot the next one, then connect them. Then the third point is 1.5. So remember the first value that they give you is the x value. So it must be 1.5 on the x-axis, but then -3 on the y-axis. So -3 on the y-axis. So I usually first put my pen or my pencil, rather do this in pencil so that you can erase it if you make a mistake, right? So I'll put my pen on the number on the x-axis. So like they said here, it's 1.5. So I go to, okay, there's 1, there's 1.5. But then the y value is -3. So then from there, I'm going to go to -3. Okay, that's how I usually do it. So now you're going to connect that point to the previous one. I'm just going to help you with the next one, which is 2. No, that's not going to work. What's going on here? Oh, no. Do you see what I just realized, guys? Sorry, I just got this worksheet from a different teacher. They're saying for the next one, we must do 2, -5, but there isn't even a -5 on this thing. Let's extend it. Let's quickly check here. Sorry about that. I didn't even notice that beforehand. I just want to check quickly. One of these blocks. Oh, man, such a pain. Let's just extend it a bit. It does go to negative. Let me just see what's the lowest point. -7.5, it looks like. So I wonder if we're going to be able to fit it in. Just kind of, just see if you can kind of eyeball them like that. It's fine if it's not exactly the same. That's -4, -5, -6, -7. Because I'm curious to see what the shape is going to be. Oh, no, sorry, guys. This whole thing is a mess because on the x-axis is supposed to go to -13. Okay, sorry. Let's just ignore number 2. That's very frustrating. Sorry about that. Because the x-axis isn't long enough to go to -13 in that direction. Sorry about that. Oh, man, I wonder what that was. I'll make a bigger scale for you guys for later on. Let me just, before we start with number 3, let me just see if it's actually going to fit. 8, we have 4, 4, 7, 3, 2, and 7. Okay, this one is fine, guys. So you can do number 3. All right, that one will work. Now for this one, they're saying you need to join the points in alphabetical order. Okay, so this one is a bit different. So what we're going to do, I'm going to help you quickly to get started. They've given each point a letter, right, which is nice. So you're going to do A, which is 8, 1. So 8 on the x-axis, 8 over there, and then 1 on the y-axis, that is point A. Put the A there next to it, okay. Or above it or below, it doesn't matter, just around it somewhere. The next one is B, which is 4, 1. So we're going to go to 4 on the x-axis and then 1 on the y-axis. That is point B. Just put a B there somewhere around that point. You're going to do that with all of them. Okay, you're going to plot all of those points all the way to N. And then do you see what they're doing here? Now we have A again. What does that mean? I must connect N back to A. Okay, that's why they've listed it again. You're not going to plot the same point again. It's already there. All right, A was 8, 1. Then they're just saying A is 8, 1 again. They're basically just telling you, once you've done N, you're going to connect it to A. Okay, and that's going to complete your set. All right, so you can plot all of them, then you can connect them, or you can connect them as you go, as long as you make sure that you are good to connecting them, in alphabetical order. Okay. For 4, I just want to check if 4 is going to work. 4 is a bigger grid. Yes, you're going to do 4 as well. Again, you're going to join the points in alphabetical order. And in number 5, they've given you a shark. Very exciting stuff. All right, they've given you a shark. And again, you're going to read all the coordinates off and put them in those 2 tables next to it. Okay, so you're doing this whole worksheet except for number 2, basically. Right, you are going to work on that now, guys. You still have 17 minutes, so see how far you get. All right, I'll tell you if we're going to do a cutoff, but this might go quite quickly because number 2, which was the longest one, you now can't do. Okay, so do number 1, and then you're going to go to the back of the page, 3, 4, 5. Yes.